Well, I'm going to give a little video of the solar system that I have up right now. This is just temporary. It's on the side of the driveway here. I just attached these two panels. They're each 345 watts, but that's just laboratories as they typically set up when they rate panels. 345 watts, but in normal operating conditions, it's about 250 watts. So this is 500 watts right here worth of panel power, and I have them right now set up in series, so they're putting out maybe like 100 volts, a little higher than that. And I'll show you what we've got inside and what we're doing with the power at the moment. Okay, so right now it's we're doing the wash. We have our washer here. It's going with a load, and we have our gas dryer. Got a couple of more minutes here. So that's what we're running besides the Wires X node system that's running from Mount Wilson. And this is the panel, or the box, that does takes the power in from the solar panels. And we have some lithium-ion batteries right here, and I've got a balancer on it, which is used battery management system, which is to keep the cells at the same voltage between each other. And they go through a big DC switch. And the output of this is going to this AC strip. And the AC strip's going on an extension cord. You can see we're putting about close to 400 watts of power out of the solar panels. And you can see we have the solar panel right here. It's going into a MPPT controller, which then goes to the inverter. Also have a battery, which goes to the inverter, which is feeding the load. Now, if it needs more voltage or power than what it can provide, this AC sine wave signal here, you'll see a connection or a line that connects through, which means that the shore power, which also goes into this box, is helping out or taking over. So it either just adds it to add more power, or you'll see just a straight line, which typically occurs when when there is no solar panel or solar power. So right now pretty much everything is running off of the inverter, or excuse me, the solar panel, and you can see how many volts the solar panel is providing and how many watts it's producing. Now it looks like it is using a little bit of battery. This arrow is pointing up, and if I select here, it looks like we're going between 0 and, well, 1 and 2 amps, which is about 24 watts. And here you saw that it went back to power coming into the battery. So it's toggling back and forth according to how much power is needed, and that according to how much the sun's out, if there's any shadows on the solar panels, and so on and so forth. So here's the voltage of the lithium battery, and here's how much load is being required, or what the load is in wattage. So next I'll show you the little PC program that's running. So this is a program running on a Windows machine, and it's tied through a USB cable, and it gives you a little graphic here on the left that you can see the power coming off the photo panel or solar panels, and either feeding the battery, or in this case the battery is also helping the solar panels to produce power for the load. And on the right side there's all the information as far as how many watts are being used, how much current, and down at the bottom it gives you a graph as to how many watts or kilowatts of power that you've created with these solar panels. So anyway, that's about what I got at the moment. This is my little experimental solar panel test setup.